Kidnapping is one of the biggest organized crime in Nigeria and is a national security challenge. Senior correspondent Sharon Ejason reports that while thousands have fallen victim and have had to pay millions of dollars in ransom for their freedom, some spots are more dangerous than others. In this report, she narrates how schools in the Northwest have become easy targets for insurgents.
They say universal and lasting peace cannot be achieved without social justice. Economic progress would go hand in hand with social justice, prosperity, and peace for all. The rising case of kidnapping in Nigeria is worsened by abduction of school children involving boys and girls. Stakeholders believe that justice has not been served for the inhumane treatment which the school pupils, teachers, and parents have experienced. Rather, the kidnappers are rewarded with millions of naira and allowed to walk free.
If I see any of them now, I can recognize. Because that day that we were captured alongside the they packed somebody's kettle. The Oga Kwata I've never seen him since I was there, up to the time I left there. Because he resided at one certain place where his security guards him. So those security again, I cannot count them. So the day we were about to release, when they asked me to all stand up, all of them were standing up. I was counting, I reached something to the extent I lost count.
From Kaduna, Niger to Zamfara and many other states in the north, it is the same tale. During my trip to the north to see the state of schools, I observed that most were not fenced, thus casting doubt on how secure they are. I met with some parents of pupils of UBE Primary School in Gusheshi, local government area of Niger State. The school, established in year 2000, stands rehabilitated and the students cramped in one class due to lack of space.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, how are you?
Though this set of students still attend school, they say attendance is poor, as parents say they are scared of possible abduction due to lack of security.
We hold a meeting, how do we do about the fencing of the school? And we say we will write to government, and we have been writing to government, and nothing has been done. We have 5 communities, the biggest community, Nakpankuchi, Gusase here, Jumbuipi, and Kunkupi, Dahongo, Maraba, Legbe, all run, we are facing here.
From findings, the Niger State government budgeted about 5 billion naira for education in 2021, which is 3.5% of the total budget for the fiscal year. This is against global recommendations of 15 to 20% of total budget for education sector. This could be why there are still schools where students are seen seated on bare floor for learning.
UBA Primary School, Gusase.
From findings, the Niger State government released only 7% of the 2019 budget for education. Government Day Science College Barrow and Government Girls Secondary School Tejina are yet to be renovated, but the projects have been completed on paper.
In Niger State.
In a swift response, Issa Adamu, the chairman of Niger State Universal Basic Education Board, painted a different picture of the situation.
In Niger State, last year we launched a program, Protect the Child, where we even work for the child. The essence of the program was actually to make sure that roads passing around schools areas, you have to observe serious traffic, and motorists will be directed to respect the rules of road driving and the rest of it, so that they will reduce the number of people that are losing their life, particularly on their way to school. The state government is very concerned. In synergy with the security agencies, they conducted risk assessment of all our boarding schools and our schools generally. where there are high risks, the advice are given, and government is doing everything to provide the necessary infrastructure that will at least protect the students to some extent from terrorism or any kind of attack.
But cases of kidnapping of school children are on the rise due to insurgency and other forms of political violence. This includes death of a school pupil and kidnapping of 27 others from the Government Science College Kagara in Niger State on the 17th of February, and abduction of 279 female students from the Government Girls Science Secondary School Jengebe in Zamfara State on the 26th of February. Another is the abduction of about 30 students from the Federal College of Forestry Mechanization, Kaduna, on the 11th of March, and 23 students from the Greenfield University, also in Kaduna, on the 20th of April, making it Nigeria's fourth abduction from academic institution in 2021 and the fifth since December 2020.
Because they are speaking Fulani language.
In an exclusive interview with one of the released abducted students from the Government Science College Kagara, he spoke about a student who lost his life while trying to escape during abduction. He says they both dreamt of becoming medical doctors, but his friend's aspiration has been cut short.
He said that he told me for several times that he want to be a medical doctor, and by that time he told me. And he said that even me too, I tell him that even me too, I want to be a medical doctor. He said that, my friend, let me shake your hand. Whereas he is not going to be, no, he is not the one that he may decide to kill. But they are running in the same space. That is why they go and kill the Benjamin. I'm not going to that school again. As you see me, I wear my school uniform like this. Is showing us that I can never wear it again. I can never wear the uniform of GSC Kagara again as a student of GSC.
I met with Adam's mother, not his real name. She says she's thankful to have her child back.
Lokacin da aka ce an kama yaro na gaskiya na tsorata, saboda lokacin da aka ce an dara kayan shi na ɗauka ma ya mutu ne, sai ga yan uwan sun zo suke cewa an wuce da shi. To gaskiya muna roƙon Allah kuma muna neman taimako wurin gwamnati ta tallafa mana saboda muna so ƴaƴanmu su ci gaba da karatu.
Other students who are faced with similar experience say the missed school.
Dara ce ta Ubangiji. Kuma sannan wanda adda in Allah ya kaddara zaka koma cikin ta. Allah ne ka ba mu kariya ba wani ba, kuma Allah ya yi karhin su abinda suka so bai taba samuwa gare su. Hudin ɗaya cewa dama sun daɗe suna so su shiga su yan makaranta, ko sojoji ka hana su zuwa sai sun hau titi su ga sojoji su dawo, sai lokacin kannan sun ka tahi.
Mun ka tsaya nan dai mun ka sha ruwa, sannan mun ka taki sun ka kai mu karkashin wani kalgu sun ka aji nan wurin. Da sun ka aji mu sai ga babban su ya taho gaba ɗaya. Ya ce su kula da gawar da an ka taɓa don amana ci gare su. Su kuɗi ɗaya suka fiɗa su ba wani abu ba. Sannan sun ka ce muna jin yunwa, mun ka ce sun ka ce to mai hankali zuwa ajima za a kawo abinci. Wanka ceto ya ce da nan ya ce duk wadda an ka taɓa in gobe sun ka dawo a faɗa masu.
According to UNICEF, 1 in 5 of world's out-of-school children is in Nigeria. Though primary education is officially free and compulsory, about 10.5 million of the country's children aged 5 to 14 are not in school. However, only 61% from age 6 to 11 attend primary school regularly. With the frequent attack on schools in the northern part of the country, the picture is even bleaker with a net attendance rate of 53%. Getting out of school children back to education poses a massive challenge. The boarding house, which used to be a safe haven and very attractive to students and parents, have now become a dangerous zone as many students don't have access to steady schooling in their own rural communities.
Best thing to you to do is to get a security plan, a kidnap security plan, a rescue security plan, if you want to call it, whereby there will be zero tolerance to ransom payment, and then of course, if somebody is kidnapped, they should be able to make them very uncomfortable by pursuing them until either they release the people or they extricate, the hostages.
Boko Haram, which loosely translates to Western education is forbidden, has killed more than 30,000 people and displaced millions more in the region since its bloody campaign began more than a decade ago. In the final part of this documentary, which is a third in a series on insecurity in Nigeria, we will examine the root causes and possible solutions to this problem. Sharon Jason, TVC News.